Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here live for our AEW Rampage live reaction. Rampage looks very different tonight. Chris Jericho is in action, hardly ever in action. Jeff Hardy is back in singles action. We got Matt Sydal and Chris Jericho. We've seen that announced on Dynamite.
I'm just actually really excited for Darby and Jeff. I think it's going to be awesome. It's either going to be really, really stellar and it's going to be a beautiful match to watch, or it's going to be a complete horror show and I'm going to have a mini heart attack like 8 times. Probably a little bit of both, but.
No, I didn't see any spoil in this match, but I seen a picture of the ring in this match, and it was pretty. It was pretty out there. So.
Oh no, I'm scared.
If anyone's seen the first match on Dynamite that one time, I should say it all. Darby Allin doing a coffin drop from the ladder onto a whole bunch of chairs.
Oh no.
So we're starting with Chris Jericho and Matt Sydal.
I'm excited for this. They're both super talented. I personally think Matt Sydal has better in-ring, like lately. He does some nifty things.
This is crazy with Jericho. He's literally on Rampage because they booed him out of the arena. That's pretty bad. That they booed you that bad. He's never on Rampage.
No, he's never on Rampage. You are very right.
Well, he is on Rampage as a commentator or.
Yeah, or like a manager, or yeah.
You do a promo or something, but I don't know. They're gonna have to do something. No, we don't talk about it much on here, but something's got to be done with that. They can't just let that not be at least if it's not true, just say it's not true. We looked into it.
Yeah, I feel like I'll have to take a look into it. I don't know where they're at with that. I should really keep a closer eye on it. I really should.
I don't know. All I know is some small details, but nothing's really confirmed or what's real and what's not real.
And that's the thing. You can't say one way. One way or the other. I feel it's unfair to both parties. I don't know.
This crowd is really loving Judas, though. There's a lot of.
Wait, where are we? Location-wise tonight?
I believe Charleston, West Virginia. I think that's where they were for Dynamite. Well, this is taped after Dynamite, but yeah, Charleston, West Virginia.
I always love spring here.
In St. Louis, Missouri. I said it was 30-19 singles record.
Oh, hey, Callus. Sorry, guys.
There we got Don Callis. We got Ian Riccaboni. Who's third person? Excalibur, bro. Yeah, it's Excalibur.
Yeah. I was like, I had to listen. I'm like, Riccaboni is the one that I feel like purposely pronounces people's names wrong.
Seems right.
He really does. Because sometimes he'll say them right, and then he'll say them deliberately wrong, 2 seconds later, and I'm like,
I think each show should have a different commentary team. Dynamite, you have Excalibur, Taz, and Shivani. Rampage, it's not really a set commentary team, but
ooh,
I thought they should take Excalibur off and put Ian Riccaboni for the play-by-play commentator. I like for each show of a company to have fresh voices on each show.
No, I totally agree.
Oh, that was pretty.
When he went through the ropes, that
Yeah,
stretch.
yeah, that
I
was
know.
actually. If anyone watches our AZ gaming, that's a lot of stretch there. Probably too much.
Yeah, it looked really like I was like, oh man, that what is that in that hip area? I was like, oh.
Top rope.
Ooh. I think I'm a little ahead, but there's some goodness happening.
I remember when Mark Henry was on commentary for Rampage early on.
I love Mark Henry. We don't see him very much.
Oh, he's just this is the main event, and that's it. So I feel like he should do more in AEW because he is, I mean, Paul White's done a lot for AEW. So
Yeah.
personally, I
I
want
like
to see out if Jade Cargill wouldn't have left. I would have liked to have seen Mark Henry manage both Hobbs and Jade Cargill and manage the new world's strongest man and the newest world's strongest woman.
I think that would be absolutely amazing. That would have been so great. I really hope that they're taking the time right now, and the reason that we haven't really seen Jade over at the other place is because they're just developing her.
I think I read something that Triple H saw her in the ring. Was like,
Yeah.
that, that's not going to work on TV. So they sent her to. But I know one of her parents passed away too. So
Oh, unfortunate. Poor girl.
but I did when we did our AEW what was it gimmick shakeup. I thought not really a gimmick shakeup, but a story. Uh, Mark Henry would have one final match against Hobbs. Hobbs would beat Mark Henry, and Mark Henry would accept that Hobbs is the new strongest man, and Mark Henry would manage Hobbs.
Feel like that would be cool. I would totally watch that. I do feel like they need to put Mark Henry out there a little bit more. I miss him. I thought when honestly when they were doing like we have some like I have some big friends too. I was like, oh, that would be neat. And I'm like, obviously though, big show. Like, but I was like trying to think outside the box, you know. I was like, wouldn't that be cool? But no.
Was Mark Henry on the last ROH pay per view? I believe he did something with Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page.
I believe at Final Battle.
Yeah, I believe I saw him do something on Twitter. He was.
I believe so. I have a horrible memory. I'd have to look it up again.
I don't think that went anywhere because I don't see him on there anymore. But Mark Henry, I think he's a coach or something, or Hattie Connor and Siren looking great. Parkel, thank you. Michael says, "What's your favorite Chris Jericho match in AEW?" Personally, for me, it's not many good ones. So I'm gonna go Jericho and Cody. That was a pretty good one. It had a lot of high stakes to it. What about you, Siren?
Jericho Mox.
Which one?
All of them.
We had a lot of matches. Personally, my favorite was Revolution 2020 when Moxley and like the whole story with Moxley and Jericho was really good.
That's why I loved it. I mean, and like I literally my dog's name is John Moxley. Like it was great. It was good.
Do you remember the night that Moxley joined the Inner Circle for a few seconds?
The briefest of
Yeah,
times.
I,
Oh
I
my
was there
god.
for that, and they have a figure.
Really?
I have a figure, a chase, 1/500 of Moxley with the Inner Circle, and I really want to get that because I was there for it, and it would be kind of special.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm jealous.
Unfortunately, I don't have $7,000 to buy that figure.
Are you kidding me?
That's how much it runs on eBay, 7,000 and up.
Kiss
But
my whole non-corporeal nutsack. Like that is ridiculous. There's no way. I wouldn't have paid that for the belt, the trio belt.
uh,
Like
Like just that one figure is like thousands of dollars. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen when Ric Flair's figure it was signed for $18,000. There's an Undertaker one for like 21,000. I don't know who would
Um,
have the money for that.
that's ridiculous.
I mean, I know some things are rare. But yeah, who else good? Hit by a Seidel.
Ooh, thank you for the replay.
There's a lot of Revolution promotion, which is obviously we're close to Revolution, but I bought my ticket to Revolution last weekend. I bought my ticket.
Are you super stoked, Connor? Oh my god, I'm jealous. It's the
Yes
boo
and
side of
no.
living in Canada.
Yes and no. I'm psyched for it. Well, one reason is because I've been to an AEW pay per view since full year 2022. The reason I'm not excited because it Sting's last match.
Oh yeah, it's bittersweet, right?
Well, it's not that I don't want to go. It's just Sting's last match.
No, yeah, exactly. It's bittersweet. It's like, wow, this is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna get to see him in his last match ever. Sad thing is, I'm not gonna ever get to see him in a match again because last match ever.
You could just stay.
Right?
I mean,
I think that he'll be good in the back. I really do.
I hope he trains his son. I don't know if you've seen his son on there. He was in the crowd one night. He looks just like him. Like if you would
Oh
look
my,
at the picture of WCW with the blonde hair Sting and
really?
look at a son, they look the exact same.
No way.
But his son can't be called Sting, so I would call him Stinger.
Yeah, exactly.
Jericho can never land the code breaker midair. Like he's done it so many. He's tried to connect it midair on like when Sammy does his backflip. One time he tried to do it. Every
Mm-hmm.
code breaker he tries in midair. He can't. He
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
do
like,
it.
how many times have you practiced that? Honest to gosh, like how many times do you think he's done that outside of the ring?
He's probably connected it practicing, but like
But that's what
actually,
I mean.
yeah.
Like,
For some
like how
reason,
many times? I've hit this like 400 times. Why the heck can't I do it on TV? Like,
it was a pretty good match.
oh my gosh, wow, Jericho. I just love when he does things like that. It reminds me how spry he is still. I mean, like, by no means is he a spring chicken, but he can still do some stuff and make it look nice. That's the thing.
He can do a nice lion salt still, even at his age.
Mm, exactly.
Son Terrell, thanks for watching. Happy New Year to you as well. Yes, I did get your comment, and I did get your comment on top of your comments. So,
Yes, indeed, you do.
do you think Tony should do more with Matt Sydal? Yeah, I think I like to see him on Rampage more often. Sometimes
I,
before he would tag with Top Flight, but that kind of stopped. And every once in a while he'll have a singles match, but I like to see him do more with Sydal for sure.
I mean, just watch the man. Like, did you? That was insane.
If you can use a person like Maria Shavir that's not good,
Yeah,
you can use someone that's a lot better like Matt Sydal.
infinitely better.
Ooh, that was a nice Judas effect. Jericho picks up the win, and then the crowd's just pointing their fingers at Callis and laughing.
It's pretty funny.
People behind him.
That's the thing. Even with the natural heat that comes with the situations that are happening right now, I mean, people hate Callus. The hatred for Callus is so strong that it, like, you can hear it. Like people pointing and booing at Callus. Like, and I don't know. That's and you can still hear people.
They should have shown the.
Oh, lovely.
He went to AAA and he had a match and a fan beat him up. They should have shown that.
Really?
Yeah, a fan actually beat him up. I don't know if it was like they actually knew each other and he got mad, or if it was a fan that took it too far. Oh, Nakeshita.
That would be amazing. I'm totally gonna look that up right after this.
Okay, Jericho. Damn. Damn, Nakeshita. There was a lot of weak punches by Jericho and Nakeshita, but Nakeshita fired back against whoever that was, the security guard, and he knocked the hell out of him.
Yes, he did.
I got Darby and Jeff Hardy, a video package.
I don't like this video package. They're like, here, we're gonna put together some of the most painful looking things that you've seen in the last decade just from two people.
And this is the match that set Jeff Hardy over the edge the last time.
Like, why?
As long as there's no like major ladder or table spot, it should be fine.
Yeah, yeah. I
And this,
mean,
and this
as
isn't a
long as.
and this isn't a weapons match, so there really should be no weapons involved. But I know the last time that he wrestled a few more matches after that match, but that kind of set uh, the downward spiral of Jeff Hardy. So 2022, yeah, it was 2022 when Hardy and Darby went against each other.
Totally like dream match. My old hero verse, like, honestly, when I first started getting into AEW again, Darby was immediately just aesthetically again one of the people that I was like, ooh, he looks neat. Tell me about this one. You know, and yeah, I'm really excited for the match. They have very similar wrestling styles. I really hope that Darby slows down. Sometimes when he hits things, I'm like, that's it. He's not going to get up again after that. And then he gets up, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Darby, stop. I
Jeff
can't
Hardy.
remember one of the beatings they were throwing him into um the big grating, like the doors in the back, and like the sheet metal door kind of things, and you just like watch him go into it, and you're like, those are pretty solid. Like, I've locked up a store with those big like metal things that come down, and like those are pretty freaking solid. And when he hit him and they like all went and like you have to hit yourself into that pretty freaking hard. Anyway, sorry, Connor.
No, yeah, Darby takes a lot of nasty bumps, whether it's inside or outside the ring.
Very much so. Yeah, he does a lot of cool stuff outside the ring too. Is he really gonna climb Everest? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I actually think I've heard that before, that he's taken some time off after Revolution.
To climb
Climb
Everest? I mean, that's insane.
Personally, that wouldn't be one of my goals.
No,
This doesn't
me
sound
either.
interesting at all.
No. I live in Canada. It's cold. I don't want to go climb and be colder and even higher where it's harder to breathe. I don't know. I mean, I guess I think it's become less of a thrill seeky thing. I think it was a lot more difficult and a bigger feat back in the day when we had less technologies and comforts to help get you up there. Not
I
that it's
liked
not
it better.
difficult.
I liked it better when we didn't have technology in a way.
Yeah, in a way. I always say like social media is one of the best and worst things to happen. Like, I love that I can contact my great aunt who lives like 100,000 miles away that I never get to see, but I can see pictures of her and talk to her on FaceTime and stuff on Facebook. That's awesome. But then it also gives like people who are ignorant and rude and full of hate a platform to meet up with other people who are ignorant, rude, and full of hate, and just spread more of it on a easily accessible platform. And I'm just like, that kind of sucks.
One reason I like the internet is because we can do something like this.
Exactly.
But on the other hand, I missed when I watched wrestling and I hated wrestlers. Like, I literally hated them because I liked other wrestlers. And I didn't really know, like, kayfabe. I didn't care about kayfabe, or I didn't care, I didn't care about that. I didn't care about because you didn't know what was really going on backstage.
Yeah,
So if you was the heel, you really hated that person.
I feel that.
Like for me, this is weird for me to say, but I hated CM Punk because he
That is weird to hear you say, Connor. Like,
yeah, I really like Jeff Hardy. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. Probably my first favorite wrestler of all time, Jeff Hardy.
makes
And
sense.
CM Punk was responsible for taking him out of WWE. He beat him in that steel cage match, and I hated him for that. I stopped watching SmackDown for that because he was the only reason I was watching. Because back then we didn't get on TV, we didn't get the channel for Raw or TNA, or I had to go to my grandparents' house to watch TNA. That's how I watched TNA.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
But if I couldn't watch Raw, I couldn't watch ECW. I couldn't the only thing I could watch is SmackDown because the only channel we got, and Jeff Hardy was on there. And that's the only reason I watched. And then years later, CM Punk will become my favorite wrestler.
That is so funny. Isn't that weird how you look back on that and be like, oh wait,
Uh,
I still have that little bit of like childlike wonder when I watch, but only when I'm really watching. I have to be very into it, but like something in my brain just turns off when I watch wrestling. And it's probably because of all of the childhood trauma. We're not gonna get into that. But yeah, like I just go to this place where it's like I could absolutely love this person. Like Samoa Joe, for example. I love Samoa Joe as a wrestler, but like I had never hated a person more than when he put out Max. Like I was so distraught. Like and then the next week I was like, oh my God, yay, Samoa Joe. But like when that was happening, it was very, very real. I was very, very upset. And it did not matter that I knew exactly why and what was going on. It was still very, very real to me. And I'm so glad that I kept that little part of my brain.
I still keep it sometimes.
Right?
For people like Marina, like even back then, I still would have not liked her. Because like there's no way of someone looking bad, and I mean she just is bad.
Just bad all around. Just bad everything. This is what's his name? I can never remember his name. He's one part of the Workhorsemen, right?
Anthony Henry.
Yes.
I really
Why can I never remember his name? I love him. You don't see him in singles too often, do we?
think this is the reason why he's getting dominated by Penta.
He really is.
But if anyone watches like his independent matches, or he's had a few Ring of Honor matches that's been really, really good.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I like the Workhorsemen. I'm one of those fans of the Workhorsemen. I think they're the much better version of the Iron Savages.
Yeah, Iron Savages
They're horrible.
they're all right. They just
No.
they're better than British beer.
Okay, yes, I'll give you that.
I don't feel like they've got. I don't feel like they've got their character they're supposed to be. First they were Bear
haven't
Country.
figured it.
First they were Bear Country, then they were Irons. I don't think they figured out what they're supposed to be.
Well, and they keep changing their Iron Savages like come out, and I feel so bad. Were you there for the whole like was it? We're here to like say drink something and eat that ass?
What?
Katie.
When was this?
Okay, so what happened was one of them, I can't remember his name. He's the longer haired one. But he did it in the ring once, and he did the cheek spread and the blah, and the crowd loved it. And then for like the next 3 appearances, they tried to run with it. And when they do that whole like we're Iron Savages thing, they came in and we're like, we're here to fight something and then eat that ass. And they literally said it, but the one guy who started the whole thing was too embarrassed to actually do it with all 3 of them in the intro part, and then they stopped doing it after that. But like they literally tried to run with it because the crowd loved it so much. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
I know, but it was real. It happened. I swear to you, it was the funniest thing ever. I was just like, you guys. And it was so funny because you could tell that, like, the moment that he did it and the crowd went nuts, that you could see the regret on his face because he knew, like, now we're stuck with this. Like,
That sign. Oh my god.
sign?
That sign was something else a person had.
What did it say? I missed
I'm
it.
not repeating what it said.
Uh-oh. You should send it to me in secret chat message.
Let me see how.
It says a solid pro. This is a solid segment.
I've been really invested in this story with Ruby Soho and Saraya.
Me too. Renee just giving the side eye to Saraya so hard too. I love Renee. Can I just say that? I'm gonna say it. I love Renee. Beautiful, talented woman. She has such a great, I don't know, personality, wrestling mind. She's so understanding when it comes to Mox and his, like, when people ask her about him, like, doesn't it worry you? Like, the kind of amused look that she gets on her face, like, if it worried me, I wouldn't have married the guy. Like, you guys are so silly. Like, look, and I just love her for it. What a supportive person. She's amazing.
I'm just gonna say what the sign said. I came, I scissored, I came.
Oh, I came, I scissored, I came. Yes! I want a shirt that says that.
There's signs that say.
Well, hopefully they take that and they run with it.
Jason, thanks for watching. The internet is the worst thing ever. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good things to it and there's some bad things. Basically, me today, and on Twitter, I'll get into it just about every day with someone. And I like doing it because I can piss them off and they just get worked up about it and then they think that they know stuff and they really don't.
Oh, I love that.
It's just funny though. If anyone's watching this, I'm glad to debate with you on here too.
Heck yes.
I
That's what a podcast is about.
I like a lot of these fans haven't really done anything in the wrestling business or anything, and I have. I've been a referee. I've been a part of a booking team. I've seen a lot of things in wrestling with a lot of people, and some people think they know, they don't know. I mean, I haven't made it big, but I've worked with people that's been on TV.
Exactly. I mean, and being in the industry in any capacity, you still learn a lot more than anybody from the outside, right? I mean, it's just you're
so
on
funny.
the inside.
It's funny seeing people say things, and then it just makes you laugh. You just like you really don't know anything. Then like a lot of fans act like they know stuff. Like, oh yeah, like I definitely know. I'm an expert. I know this.
I love those people. People who speak indefinites. I love them.
Michael, would you guys like to see Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm versus Britt Baker for each? Oh, that would be good. Hayter, Storm, and Baker. No, Hayter, Storm, Baker, and Deonna Purrazzo. Fatal 4 cage match. That would be interesting.
In a cage match? Oh, it would be a phenomenal ladies match though. Like the talent you got listed there would just be insane. That looks really really clean, Chris. Oh, I would love that. I love Hater though. Like I've been waiting for Hater to come back. I'm a big Jamie Hater fan. Like DMD was always one of my tippity tops in AEW. But I always knew that Hater would be my favorite and that she would come up and be the champ. And when it finally happened, I was like, yay! And it was so short lived that I was, like, "Argh." So I can't wait for her to come back. I'm excited for all the story that's going to come along with her as well. They're already doing such a good job.
So, Chris Statlander and Queen Almadonna. She's getting a lot of TV time.
She's good.
For someone that I feel like they should just announce that she signed because at this point she's kind of signed but not really signed.
Well, and she's on ROH too. Like she's wrestling. She's working. And she's phenomenal. Plus, she's been doing it for like 7 or 8 years, if I'm right. Right?
That's
It's not like she's
right. Because she was on Dark in 2021, so.
Plus, I think she's absolutely she's got that look. Like,
Good evening, all.
hey, Mr. Jacobs, how are you?
All right.
Omega, MJF, and Ospreay. That'll be who I think will win.
I think MJF just because he would probably cheat. And I love
Probably.
him. Not that I don't love Kenny and Ospreay. I mean, Kenny's Canadian. He's automatically going to have number 1 spot in my heart. But I just think that MJF is my all-time favorite wrestler right now, so I have to go with him.
How can he not be? How can he not be? You know,
right? I mean, I've loved him since he was my AEW favorite from the beginning, and he will be my AEW favorite until if he ever decides to leave.
Who's this, MJF?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think eventually he'll. I think he's gonna be a movie star eventually.
Oh yeah,
I could see that. I could totally see that.
He's so talented. Like, I want to see more of him actually acting on film and not just like voice acting. Because I feel like it might be like the Rock's first couple movies were kind of like a little bit, almost like that little bit of overacty cheesiness, which was great. And I kind of want to see him like that before he gets like fully Hollywood polished up. Because I think there's going to be some great movies that come out of him in that era, and it's going to be awesome.
I could totally see him as an actor. I mean, definitely.
I know. I was so disappointed with the Iron Claw. You know, I thought he was going to play a bigger part because they said he was going to be the protagonist, being the fake brother. And he literally was on screen for 2 seconds, and that was it.
They decided that they really didn't need an antagonist. It was like the dad and that kind of situation was the antagonist. Yeah, like
that would have been a major part of him too, though, because he got a fake person to play as a son.
That's horrible. Yeah. Didn't he have? That guy wasn't good at wrestling. Never mind.
Yeah, he was playing a fake brother or cousin or whatever.
Yeah, Lance.
Yeah, they're supposed to have a MJF said when the DVD comes out, it's going to be a full extended version. So.
Oh yeah, that I'm definitely going to get. That's for sure. I definitely want to see that version.
Oh, that looked really clean. I hate when they put solid moves like that in picture in picture. Like that looked really nice. It was basic, but it looked nice.
Yeah. No, Chris isn't here tonight. I don't know where Chris is at, but I want to talk about
where we at, Chris. We send love.
Right, big hugs. He's probably chilling out, wearing his MJF shirt, and that's why he doesn't want to come on live because he doesn't want us to know that he secretly loves MJF now.
Well,
he's gonna pop up.
I told you we were gonna get him in a shirt, and we did it.
I love it.
The Road Dogg incident. That's gonna be our thing. We'll never know the full answers to any of that, but.
Because I remember for a long time we were trying to get Chris to wear an MJF shirt, and he was like, "I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it."
I thought he looked rather dapper in the MJF shirt.
It was a great shirt. I like the
shirt. It's a great shirt, yeah.
I don't know if he's trying to like him now or not, but he said that he wanted that he was leaving AEW and he wanted to buy a shirt before they went off sale. So I don't know if that means he just bought it to buy it or he actually liked MJF. Well, he's not going to tell us.
I think he's been converted into a fan.
Yeah, or he's been like a secret lover of him. Yeah,
he's in the closet about it.
Yeah,
that's what I said. All these years, I said that he's got MJF stuff in his closet, and he's always loved him since day one.
He's a closeted MJF fan.
That's what it is. It's a closeted MJF fan.
I will admit that I am not a closet Marina Shafir fan. You will never. Ever see.
Oh, that's very apparent.
Just like a sock shrine in your closet.
That woman has got to be.
It'd be like your little sock Shafir made out of little socks. Looks like
I'd
Like
burn it.
hey Arnold, like Helga had
Yes!
the whole thing with Arnold.
yes, yes. Oh my god, I
just-
love that show.
If I ever, well, this is pretty bad to say.
Oh,
I'd probably burn it into a bonfire and lit it on fire.
Oh, but the smell, Connor, the toxic smell.
Yeah, that's where I'd burn
Oh.
it.
You'd have to light it from afar, though. You'd like shoot Roman candles at it, douse it in gas, and shoot Roman candles at it.
damn!
Me with that
How
hip
me not
attack.
hit
She'd
that?
me with that anytime.
That hip attack was like better than Tony's. Like that was
She
top
is,
tier, bro.
she is really good. Like, oh, please don't drop her on her noggin. Please don't drop her on her noggin. Please don't drop her on her noggin. No. Oh.
Don't kill her.
Right, I was like, I'm just talking about how much I like this bitch, and you're like, no, she doesn't get to wrestle anymore. No, that was good. You're good. Stokely's facial expressions are everything. Like, that man would not have to say another thing in his entire life, and I could still know exactly what he was thinking. And I love
He's
it.
so animated. I like that.
Right? He is. He's just like out there, and I love it. I love it.
Oh, that was a hell of a clothesline.
I think they're
Damn.
they're going to turn Chris Statlander heel pretty soon.
Oh yeah,
I'd like to see that. I wouldn't mind a heel Statlander.
I would love
With
to
the
see.
right
Oh,
way.
oh, she just
Like-
got her titty stepped on though.
Plus, you can do it
That's
without
gotta hurt.
Stokely, though.
I'll tell you right now, it
Yeah.
does.
That was cool. That was stiff.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that looked really good.
That was pretty crisp.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Let's go, Stat.
Nope. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, that was just sloppy.
That wasn't the neatest.
Just the end bit. But other than that, like, I love those. So Stokely, I appreciate you. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That was an alright match. It was,
That was decent for the women's match on Rampage.
I'm liking this though.
It was longer than I expected it to be. It was a good. I thought it was a good match.
Chris Lee Clare says, I'm
Yeah,
Tony
I
Khan
think so.
announcing a women's match on AEW Collision tomorrow night. It's true. We don't have a women's announcement. We don't have a women's match for tomorrow night. That kind of seems like it happens. Like on every AEW show, the women's match is announced last minute.
Yeah.
Unless it's like even a title match, they'll announce last minute.
Maybe they're just like, haha, you don't think we're gonna do any women's thing? JK, yes we are.
Exactly.
Or or he's just being nonchalant about it and then just waiting for Mercedes to come in for Revolution and then turn the heat up at that point.
Getting everybody used to like a late announcement and then being like, oh yeah, by the way, bam.
So I'm seeing
I want him out of
Love.
this group so badly.
Who?
I got Jay Lethal. I just
all
feel
of
like
them.
he's. How about this? Jeff Jarrett and Karen out of that at least, because I don't like the whole Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett thing. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't mind Sanjay in general. I understand that Satnam is not necessarily an actual wrestler. He's the guy that comes out and choke slams some people. He's your
Right.
show of this era, but less talented.
He's the muscle.
Yeah, and I get that. So he's fine doing what he's doing. But I feel like when they put Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett together, I was expecting a lot more, and I feel like he's been really it's brought him down a little bit. It's taken away from his shine. And I've mentioned it before on here. I feel like Jay Lethal is not a mid-card kind of guy, but
No.
they put him there a lot, and I feel like Jeff Jarrett isn't helping that imagery. He's very whiny. His wife is very whiny. It just makes that whole situation so very whiny. And I'm
That's a
like,
good point.
be a whiny guy. Like, he's a solid dude. I don't know.
It's like certain people should be at a higher spot. That's a lot in AEW. because we have to sign this person, that person, and this person. And, oh, I'll get this person to carry around people, and I'll pay this guy $100 million a year to just sit on his ass and do nothing.
I mean, at least if they had good storylines in there doing something in the mid cards, then I would fine. But I feel like a lot of their good stories come from title chasing, which that's fine. That's what it's about. Is you want at the end of the day, everybody wants to get there. When you're not in that picture, what the heck are you doing? I don't know. I just wish there was more mid card story. I mean, there is a little, but there. I was talking about the whole. It was Big Swole and Britt Baker. That was a solid feud, and it was not for a belt. There's been a couple of ladies feuds actually that we were talking about that weren't for the belt. But I like that. And we need more of that.
You got a great point, though. I agree with you.
Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa there for a minute didn't have a title.
Right? That was just heat.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Sorry, I accidentally paused my TV. I was like looking up, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I forgot to pause. I forgot to unpause it.
All right, next we're gonna be getting Jeff Hardy and this is the main event. No,
Jeff Hardy
that should be good.
I'm still in
did Jeff Hardy
commercials.
win the first match?
No.
I feel like he won the first match. Darby won the first match.
Wait, hold on. Now I need to look. Oh my gosh, no.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember.
I feel like Jeff Hardy won because he was going for the Owen Hart tournament, and then
I want to say Jeff won.
Hopefully Jeff won.
Well, I'm really interested. I want to see too.
I do remember Darby doing that crazy ass spot off the damn ladder onto the chairs. That was I don't know. I don't know,
dude. That's probably one of the craziest moments, like top 3 in AEW history, bro. Like for real. Because that was insane. I mean, I don't. That wasn't even a pay-per-view. That was on regular.
That was a
TV.
Dynamite. Yeah. You could have broke his back so easily on that spot, man. That was nuts.
I don't know how he came up from that, bro. I don't know. That was so high, and then
that's what I'm saying though. Eventually he's gonna have to change up his moveset because he can't do that all his career without major injuries. It's gonna have setbacks.
Jeff Hardy was eliminated. It was in the Owen Hart tournament, and Jeff Hardy was eliminated by Adam Cole. So Jeff Hardy beat Darby.
He did with a crucifix pin.
So
countering a pin after a coffin drop.
Which Jeff Hardy is 98% going to lose this. It still doesn't look bad on Jeff because he's already beaten him.
Right.
This is still going to be a good match. Like, these two are too much alike.
And then this isn't going to... There's no any good stipulation, right? This is just regular match, right? So
it should be. Should be.
I'm just asking what the stipulation is.
Should be.
I'd like to see if I feel like the Hardys are going to win the AEW tag team title at least once, and then after they're done with that, I want to see Jeff Hardy go a singles run and use another song of his. I don't know if he could use the one that he used for WWE, his own singles theme song, but another meeting or AEW has negotiated with TNT. Well, Jeff Hardy does all his songs. He sings all his theme songs, so. Or he's got a lot of good music. Jeff Hardy does. So for a singles run, I know Jeff Hardy probably won't win the world title, but Jeff Hardy as TNT champion at least before he retires would be pretty good.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
How adorable is Sky Blue? She's probably the most adorable.
She's very adorable
on the roster.
I cannot have a crush on her.
Michael Beasley III says, Mr. Jacobs and Marky Mark, who is your favorite tag team of all time?
Oh, of all time. Probably for me.
Oh my God, this kid is
Road
losing
Warriors.
Dude, what the hell? Hey, so this is kind of crazy. So the first thing that came to my mind was Steiner Brothers.
Wow.
And then I was like, Road Warriors. I was like, I gotta go back to Road Warriors too, because man, I just thought about how me and my brother love the Road Warriors, because
Yeah.
Me and my brother were like always watching it together, and we always wanted to be tag team. And it was either we were the Steiner brothers or we were the Road Warriors. And I would
Right.
just say Road Warriors just because of the look, the paint, and
Yeah.
the skull. I mean the pointed freaking shoulder pads.
They were legit, man.
Yeah, they were cool as hell, man. Yeah, so so man, that's crazy. Yeah, I would go. It's 1A, 1B. It would be, but 1A would be uh, the Road Warriors, and then 1B the Steiner brothers.
Ah, gotcha.
Jeff Hardy is still over with the crowd.
Oh yeah.
He always will be. Always.
Yeah, I don't think that.
That one kid.
Oh, he was like crying. It looked like he was
That-
like holding his chase
was-
figure.
Like that was me.
Yeah.
Like when
Oh,
I
yeah.
like we were talking about earlier that I didn't
Mhm.
like CM Punk because it was Jeff Hardy was the face and CM Punk was the heel. Jeff Hardy was my favorite wrestler. He was responsible for putting Jeff Hardy out of WWE. So
I remember that angle. That angle got deep. I remember that.
I hated CM Punk for it. And then years later, CM Punk would become my favorite wrestler.
Go figure that.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, what? No way! I love that.
I had to disagree with you, Chris. I don't think Sky Blue has the best booty in AEW.
Oh, what? Okay.
She's got one of the
so-
cutest. I'll tell you that though. She's got one of the cutest.
I would love to. Okay, so I need to hear this. Okay, so which one is your number one?
For me,
Oh,
that's a hard choice, man. I mean, damn, I might have to think on that one.
well, because I don't know, because I mean, honestly, off the top of my head, I think if somebody were to tell me who was number one, I think I would go Sky Blue. If not, Anna Jay. You know, those would probably be
Jamie
my one
Hayter.
and two.
Yeah.
Jamie Hayter with her.
yeah.
Jamie Hayter
Okay.
with her old ring gear that looked like Rey Mysterio's mask, so her tag partner was always Ray Ray, so she had Ray Ray with her all the time. Great.
And that's probably just because I haven't. Hasn't been on TV in a while, and yeah, she would probably be up there too. Because
No, Jamie Hayter has a
Yeah.
beautiful body. She is a very fit lady.
I
Yeah,
gotta
Jeff
agree with you on
Hardy's-
that one. He has gone off the rails.
I just don't want to see your.
As long as we get no tables or ladders, it'll be fine. But Jeff Hardy. Oh, I was.
Please be
Jeff Hardy.
careful.
Jeff Hardy's still going high risk, taking all the risks.
Hey, Brenda out there, how you doing?
Hey, Brenda. Chris Fox is in there too. I think Chris too.
It's
Maybe
a
a little
great
bit too
show.
much. I think he likes it a little bit too much. Rumor has it he hasn't taken it off since he wore it first. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, they're way too close to those stairs.
No, they're not.
Way too close.
Oh my goodness!
Jeff Hardy.
Oh.
Jeff Hardy is truly back.
Yeah, for tonight.
This is the I don't care, Jeff Hardy.
Oh my
Right.
God, Jeff Hardy, I love you. Stop.
Oh God, he missed that one.
I feel like his motive is.
Did you see why they're not too close to the stairs?
Like, I'm sick of not being in singles matches, so with the one singles match, I'm gonna give it all I have.
Oh wow.
What's gonna happen here?
Oh, my
man.
goodness!
Oh.
what? The...
Oh yeah, sure. Let's see that again.
And let's
So
put that
nice.
on instant
Nice.
replay.
Oh, and another time from a different angle.
Oh
Both
man,
of these guys. Both of
you
these
can't
guys are
keep
going
doing this,
through it.
man.
Look at that poor chair.
He can't keep doing this to himself, dude. You can't keep doing this. He could
This
hit
is
the
crazy.
man.
Jeff
Yeah.
Hardy. Jeff Hardy misses and lands on the guardrail, and Darby misses and beats a chair.
Major
Darby-
wipeout.
And Darby's doing this on our Rampage, bro. Like, if that's not
Yeah.
dedication to a company, I mean, what is?
I agree because this is stuff that you would pull out on pay-per-views.
Easy. You could put this shit on pay per view, and yes, and you would 1,000% say, "I'm looking forward to this match," right? And even if it was just a mid card, no title, like hell yeah.
There's
Like,
not very many Darby matches that aren't like that, though.
Right, and that's my point. That was my point a while ago. Is that he can't keep having these matches over and over and over again. Eventually, something's going to happen.
I think he's like the best person's advice he should take is Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, 100%. But here they are out here being dinguses together, Connor. Like,
Jeff Hardy.
my advice: only hit the chair at this angle. Make sure that you're,
Jeff Hardy really. He went through a lot of stuff that he ended up having to take a lot of pills.
100%.
I'm surprised he's still walking.
Which I wouldn't say. I wouldn't want to accuse like doing something like that, but it can lead to stuff like that. And
it can.
Like the pain, like the person, like I would want to listen to Jeff Hardy for his past experiences because Jeff Hardy's went through more than Darby has. I'd say.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, double his age. He better have. Yeah, I mean, well, especially the way Jeff lives, and yeah.
Jeff Hardy, 7 days a week, Raw, SmackDown, house shows, falling off of ladders, tables, balconies.
And like Darby, never giving up that quality of match, no matter what type of show he was on.
Right. He's pretty much this next generation's Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
In a
That's
good
fair
way.
to say.
In a good way too, not always. Because Jeff Hardy is this of all time.
What you looking at, babe?
Who is buying supper tonight for the All Elite song?
I just got promoted, so
Chris was supposed to, but he didn't do anything. He just no show.
Sorry, he owes double. The next
he owes double now.
I'm having actually, this is my breakfast. This is morning for me, you guys. Good morning.
She trying to even take you.
Hey,
morning.
Are you coming from down under?
No, I'm just nocturnal, you guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm just teasing.
Our poor podcast people are like, "What do you mean morning? Isn't she in Canada? It's like 10 p.m." That's okay.
The life of a night, a life of an owl.
Exactly. It's just so much nicer at night.
Darby, but I want Jeff to win. It can go either way.
I know, right?
No one's really dominating, really.
I feel like this might be a thing too that Tony might be testing out Jeff to see where he's at physically and mentally, to where he can like go through this match and then he can be like, okay, we can put you on the tag team scene. I just need to make sure you're on your P's and Q's. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't feel like he's had a match like this in a while. Well, it's been a few months, but remember Jeff Hardy and Jeff Jarrett in that chainsaw?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chainsaw Massacre match.
That was a fun match.
It was so cheesy. I loved it.
Like he went through a little stuff, but not. I think in this match he's really doing a lot more than what he has been doing in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
All of his matches, it's been tag matches, and tag or trios or going for it. He's not doing too much. So I think, Mark, I think this is a test for Jeff Hardy. See how he stands after this match.
Yeah. And you could see like when he came out, he got a pop, bro. Like he hits a pop, yes. and so there's no worry about that. Like he could sell, some tickets for sure if you put him in that, that big event, that big,
There's still a lot of fans. There's still a lot of young kids like that one fan we seen.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, he looked like he was like crying. He was holding his little Chase edition of his brawler, and he was so stoked. I was like, dude, I love seeing that in the younger fans though, because like it's like you got a lifetime fan there. As long as you don't screw up, you got yourself a lifetime fan there.
Yeah, no, and it's true though with kids. I don't know for like, dude, my nephew's like 4 or 5 years old, and he would tell me, Uncle Mark, can you put on Jeff Hardy match, and I would put on, the WrestleMania, or SummerSlam, the triple threat, between him and Edge and Christian and the Dudleys ladder matches, and man, that dude would go crazy over that. 4 or 5 years old, but he was his favorite, and then he would cry when Jeff didn't win. You know, when Jeff and Matt didn't win,
Yeah.
he would be like crying and shit. It was hilarious, bro. But yeah, dude, I don't know, for some reason he grabs people's attention. I mean, especially like everybody, old, young, kids.
Like when I
He's a
was younger,
charismatic enigma.
I feel like I've
Yes.
Yeah.
I know I've told Mr. Jacobs this, but when I was little, I used to, for Halloween, I would color my hair. Something of Jeff Hardy. I would buy the armbands, or the necklaces, all Jeff Hardy. Every year for Halloween, it was Jeff Hardy.
I
Well,
get that all the time.
Where did you get the pants from? Where did you get the pants from?
Randy River.
I don't think I did the pants, but
You gotta go to Hot Topic for that.
Yeah. Trip.
well,
TRIPP actually is the brand. I'm pretty positive.
I thought it was Jinko or something
They
like
used
that.
to be Jinkos, but
They were Jinko, I think.
yeah, they were. Like these look almost
And
like.
And I remember buying a pair of Jinkos back in the day, man.
I had Jinkos too. I had the Jinkos too.
I may have did
Got the black baggy ones.
Yeah, we had to roll like that. We had to roll like that back in the day.
Like I was more so colored hair, the armbands, the face paint on the face sometimes. And
See, I was definitely that aesthetic. Like, and I mean, I'm not wearing a skirt with mushrooms all over it that says "Eat Me" and a bunch of fishnet stuff. That is not what I'm wearing right now. But yeah, I mean, like, I would dress like that all the time. I still dress like that all the time. I'm 33 years old. I'm gonna dress like that. I don't give a shit.
Who cares?
I got out of wrestling. I got out of wrestling in 2011. Jeff Hardy was still my favorite wrestler, even without watching wrestling. So I got to meet Jeff Hardy finally in my life. But I had to wait in line for 7 hours.
Be right back. 1 second.
But I wanted to leave because my knees were hurting and I was tired. But I knew if I would have got out of line, I would never have met him. And in the line for 7 hours, and I met Jeff Hardy.
See, that's so freaking cool. I am jealous.
What are we doing here? This is not a weapons match. What the hell?
What did I say? What did I say?
That's what she said. That's what she said when I said. She goes. She
it's not a weapons match. Oh yeah. Okay. You're right. It's not.
It's not. But we're not. There's not going to be not any weapons.
For the title of the match, doesn't say falls count anywhere, but.
Please be careful.
Yes, rules don't apply.
Please don't die. Please don't die.
Oh, yeah.
Solid chant. Oh no, don't.
He's gonna go for a swanton bomb.
Oh no.
Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. That's another one. That's another one.
Please survive. Please survive.
Oh.
And this is on a Rampage. This is on a Rampage.
Oh God!
An awesome match like this is on.
The humanity,
right? Like, oh my gosh!
That's a human being.
Oh my God! He might just be broken in half.
Right?
Oh,
Let's just replay from every angle. But he did land very well. It just obviously that still hurts people. Like, don't kid yourself. Just because I'm saying, oh, that was a nice landing, doesn't mean that, like, throwing your body through a table from however many feet up that is doesn't hurt.
If you would have told 7-year-old me, I would have gone on the trampoline and still done it.
100%.
Yeah, of course.
King and his friends set up a trampoline in this, like, really tall garage. And he jumped off of it onto a ladder, and the ladder took down the garage door, and it all fell on them, and they were all just like laying there laughing and like, "Let's do it again." I'm like, "That's backyard wrestling."
Oh, that's it.
Went for the coffin drop, and nobody home except all males.
Oh.
This is on a Rampage. Like these two guys are putting their bodies on the line on a Rampage. Very.
I swear, just.
Like I said, you get this quality out of them no matter which promotion they're fighting. They're two men that put on this quality and caliber of match no matter where they are. It's what they love to do. And it's insane.
We'll say pretty lately on Rampage, I've been putting a lot more high stakes matches like this on there. Christopher. Hey, his foot's on the rope.
It is.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
His foot was on the rope, you stupid idiot.
What the hell?
His foot was on the.
Paul Turner's the worst.
Oh my god!
Even the guy in the front, I was like,
This was a good finish because now we need a rematch.
yeah.
This sets up a third
Good
match.
point.
Well, you
Good point.
stupid idiot ref. You cost Hardy the match. You cost him his dreams.
I mean, the ref looks like a total idiot right now.
I'm gonna go into my Jim Ross impersonations now.
Oh
The
my
stupid
God.
ref should burn in hell for what he did. He cost Hardy the match. He may never get a match like this ever again.
Oh,
That ref looks so stupid right now.
I don't
Though.
blame Chris.
We've had a couple of really dumb moments from the refs lately, you guys, and
don't blame
nobody
Hardy.
nothing
Hardy
has
is too
been
much.
brought back. Yeah, no, he looks very upset.
I don't blame Hardy. The referee screwed up. Darby's a bum.
Mhm.
Right?
Damn it.
Wow.
What the hell was that?
Screw the referee. He knew what he was doing. By God.
I mean, is it me or do referees a lot of times these days they're making themselves look so stupid?
No, there's been like straight up moments. That women's pin that we were talking about, both of her shoulders were completely off the ground. There was another one that just happened like 2 weeks after that with a gentleman, same situation, and you're like, okay. Are they gonna, try to work it into story somewhere and like be like, oh, like now it's a rematch? No, nobody mentions it. Like it was just a mistake that happened, and now we're just not gonna talk about it anymore. And it's like that makes you look even worse. At least if you
Yeah.
acknowledged it in
Yeah.
story, then it wouldn't look as bad because we'd get something out of it. We'd be like, look, there it is. Look, we
Right.
knew, we saw it, and it doesn't look as crappy that way. Now it's just like if you're just rolling it under the rug and not talking about it, now it looks crappy. Now you look like you done fucked up and it's bad. Like in
yeah.
my opinion.
Oh boy. Well, hopefully we do get another match out of this.
I really hope so. As long as they're both like able to. That looked really painful. There was a lot of spots there that was like, ow.
As long as they don't do that, because when they had that match before, the very next week they had Darby doing the same type of stuff. So as long as they have a good pace with it, not do that every week, they should do.
That'd be great.
But I still not over it.
Mm-hmm.
That referee has got to be employed by Eric Bischoff because Eric Bischoff does stuff like this. The same person who robbed Austin of his dreams. He got the papers, and then Austin was not allowed to wrestle. In the words of Jim Ross, he said he should burn in hell for it, and I agree.
Can I just mention, Connor, how much I love you? I love you for reasons. You're the best.
Jim Ross was never scared to be wrong, and by God, stick with him. Jim Ross,
Nailed it.
Jim Ross should have commentated this match because this shit was not a flu if he was there.
He would have been pissed.
I know, right? Now I'm wondering what Jim Ross would have said.
No, I don't. Right? I don't actually feel this way about the match, but
I know
a match like this, I gotta be Jim Ross in some of these matches. Jim Ross is the greatest commentator that ever lived. And sometimes I wish he was. Well, I'm not gonna say that. That's a little bit weird. I think he's the greatest commentator.
Okay, but now I'm worried about what kind of weird you're going, Connor. There's many different kinds of weird. Which way are we leaning on this?
Good weird, bad weird,
the fun weird.
Well, I'm not gonna say it on the podcast. It's kind of
I'll
just put it on the.
I personally, I would very much love to have him around a heck of a lot more often, but I understand. I was super, super sad, but very understanding. Like when AEW came to Canada, I was like, I really hope I get to see JR again because I haven't seen him since I was little, and so it'd be so cool. And to see him at my new favorite promotion ever. Oh, that's awesome! I love you, Connor. And so it was bittersweet. I was like, I'm glad that he's at home and taking care of himself, and so I can get many more, hopefully, great, episodes commentated by the man. It's just real sad that I didn't get to see him again. Yeah. Understood.
Tonight, I would have won. Wouldn't have had that problem. Would have been fired. and burned in hell from AEW.
He should be fired. Lose a job.
Oh my gosh.
Like anything with Jim Ross and Triple H. That was
Yeah.
the best stuff. Last few comments. Favorite Adam Cole match in AEW? Personally, for me, Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy at Beach Break 2022.
That was a good match. That was good.
Just to stick it in.
Hasn't happened yet.
I'll just say, just to put it in his face, the time that the time that MJF beat Adam Cole at All In or All Out.
That was a good match. Yeah.
That was a good match. I think I'm going with the one Connor had, him and Orange. That was a damn good match.
And I'm sticking with my favorite match hasn't happened yet, but it will. Which is going to be MJF versus Adam Cole again.
Oh, that's inevitable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it'll be technically part 3.
I agree, Davis. That was a really good match. Mr. Jacob, would you guys like to be in the Don Callis family?
Nah, man, he's annoying as hell, man. I couldn't be around that dude. I could not.
If he tells me
his bald head up,
if he tells me he can get me gold in 3 months, yeah, I'll do it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't tolerate it, man.
And I wouldn't mind being part of asshole, crappy people club.
I don't know. I guess for me personally, Don Callis is just annoying. He's just annoying as hell. I wouldn't be able to put up with him.
Definitely appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Now speaking about stuff coming up. Yeah, Blue Meanie interview is tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. We'll be showing questions from the chat a little bit. So definitely, if you have a question for Blue Meanie, we'll definitely show it up. Blue Meanie tomorrow, and then later during the day after that, at 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 Eastern, with AZ Canada episode 23, and then the grand finale on Saturday is our Collision reaction. So we'll have a triple video spectacular, I guess. And then Sunday we have our AZ Gain episode 3. Mr. Jacobs just got done with commentary for it, so we'll be out Sunday. And then we also have a bonus from our AZ Canada. More so about AEW Forever, but it kind of is a bonus from that. But those 2 videos will be coming out Sunday. And then we'll be back live next Wednesday with Dynamite Reaction.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Definitely subscribe down below. We're at I-42. We're already almost halfway there to 600 already. We're still in January.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
And definitely check out all the links in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, and TikTok. All of our shorts from AZ Daily on YouTube are also on TikTok. Spotify, all of our audios from interviews, talk beats to we still have some of the stuff with our Dynamite reviews and Rampage ramp ups. We still have pretty soon AZ Canada will be on there. Very, very soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Means you can listen to my squeaky voice when you're at work.
Yeah. If you're in your car, you're walking, or anywhere, all these songs on Spotify.
Easy on the go.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that's. Has anyone else got anything before we? Who was bringing the food for? Here we go again.
I was waiting.
Who's bringing the food tomorrow?
I'll bring my Canadian breakfast. I'll actually probably still be awake because usually I go to bed at 10 a.m. and if this interview is at 11 a.m., I'll just stay up.
Might as well.
Yeah, it's a trooper.
So, someone asked that question in an interview tomorrow. I want to see what Blue will be interesting.
That would be funny.
I'm so stoked, you guys, for this interview. Connor, thank you so much again. I know we all say it all the time, but you're amazing. Thank you for putting all of this together for us and everybody out there listening. We appreciate you.
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Amen to that.
Yep. Blue Meanie tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see you guys 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern for our Blue Media interview.
Bye.
Make sure y'all
AEW
tune
for
in.
life.
Peace.
Peace.